stuff we're gonna do. You guys understand? In short, if you can't draw a transparent box, you won't be able to do anything else we're doing. So the first thing I'm gonna lecture on is transparent one-point perspective boxes drawn mechanically, which means we're using T-squares and straight edges, and we're drawing this from our imagination. Versus freehand perspective, where we're drawing from direct observation, some corner of the room, what have you, okay? You guys understand? So there's some terms we'll be throwing around here. One is eye level, and this green horizontal line I just drew here is going to be our eye level for now. And what eye level represents is where the viewer or the artist is seeing the subject matter from. My eye level is here, so all of you guys are below my eye level because you're sitting. Many of you are taller than me, but my eye level is higher because I'm standing. I'm lying on the floor, my eye level is low. I'm up on a ladder, my eye level is very high. So when you're drawing this kind of perspective, it's important that your eye level remains consistent. You can't change your eye level in the drawing. If this is your established eye level, that's your eye level, period. You guys understand? Okay. We're also going to use something called a vanishing point. I should have made clear that this is one term here. Vanishing point. And the vanishing point will be the point where the line, where everything will just disappear because it's so far away. And the vanishing point for this lecture will sit on our eye level. So I've got my eye level there, it's a horizontal, okay? I put my vanishing point there, and I'm getting ready to draw these boxes. Okay, listen, this is really, really important, and if you like tattooed it on your head backwards, and every time you look in the mirror you saw it, don't forget this. In one-point perspective, for now, all lines will be vertical, horizontal, or go to the vanishing point. That'll make sense to you as I start drawing the boxes. But that's the only three directions they can go. If they go any other direction, with what I'm lecturing on today, if they go any other direction, they're wrong. Okay? So sometimes this is a process of elimination. If you put a line down and you go, something's not working, you'll find out, oh, one of my horizontals was off, one of my verticals was off, or one of my lines going to the vanishing point was off. So that's really, really important. Vertical, horizontal, or to the vanishing point. Sometimes we call the vanishing point VP. I'll be doing that a lot today, 6 syllables. Okay? So when I'm talking about VP, I'm talking about the vanishing point. So far, so good. Okay. Box has right angles, which means 90 degrees, which means it makes hard rights or hard lefts, right? And it has all these corners to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 corners. And at the corners, the sides turn at right angles. You don't necessarily have to use this today for the note taking, but when you're doing your homework, you'll need your T-square. The T-square has right angles. Okay? This dry erase board that I'm going to use with my T-square has right angles. So anytime I put my T-square in this direction up here, I'll get true verticals. Anytime I put my T-square in this direction, I'll get true horizontals. Saves you an enormous amount of time and an enormous amount of measuring trying to get lines, lined up from one side of your drawing to the other. T-square saved me hundreds of dollars in my life. So today, if you're freehanding the notes, that's fine. I just want you to understand when you're doing this stuff mechanically, your horizontals, verticals, and lines going to the vanishing point, sometimes called orthogonal lines, they have to be exact. You follow? Okay, we begin. So, I'm going to draw lines, I'm going to make boxes that are arbitrary. They're not going to be any specific size. I'm just going to show you how to construct the 6 planes. So I'm going to start by using my VP, and I think I'll make a box right over here. It doesn't matter where I make the box. I definitely want to make it to the side though for now. So I'm drawing 2 lines that are going to my vanishing point Exactly. You guys have all probably done that in grade school when you do this and then you have an instant road, you know, going back. You guys have done that? So it's the same type of thinking. Whether you've done it or not, it's a pretty simple way of creating, you know, a plane receiving depth. So once I've drawn those two green orthogonal lines, and I'm just using different colors to make things clear for you. I will then now arbitrarily draw two horizontal lines. So what we have here is the bottom plane of a box. The bottom plane of a box, right? When you're drawing boxes, or you're trying to draw furniture, or a refrigerator, or a stove, or anything that you're going to create out of a box, and it's sitting on the floor somewhere, sitting on the ground somewhere, it's imperative that you draw the bottom plane of the box first. Always remember that, draw the bottom plane of the box first. It's going to save you a lot of heartache when, if you go to construct a table and you've got 4 legs coming down and they're coming down at different spots, it's because you didn't construct the bottom of the box first. These 4 corners, remember we got 8 corners on that box. These 4 corners tell us where the bottom corners of this box are. Where the bottom corners are, right? So now I'm going to, let's see if this red marker works. Create a vertical. And I'll make it as high as I want, okay? It's up to me. Okay, there's a vertical. So, if you knew what you were doing, which some of you very well may already, if you knew what you were doing, any one of you would come up and create the exact same box I'm about to draw based on the information we have here. Because we know the length, the width, and the height. Those are the 3 dimensions you need for a box, right? Length, width, and height. So if we know that, and that's established, then since everything's going to go to a corner or come from a corner, and all the lines are going to be vertical, horizontal, or go to the VP, we're on easy street. So guys, anytime you have a corner established, you can create your next lines from the corner or have a line go to the corner, okay? So having those things established, I can now, from the top of this vertical, if I wish, go back to my vantage point. And I don't want to be ballpark with it, I want to get it right in there. You guys see that? Keep in mind the corners, okay? The corners will help you, they'll save you. Now I've got 3 other corners I can play with right now. Remember, everything goes to or comes from a corner, so I know I'm safe to start or finish at any of those. But what I'm going to do here is from this back left corner, I'm going to make a vertical. Okay, I know there's a lot of lines up there, and there's definitely got balloons with this stuff, but how many planes are you seeing, guys? Piece? 2, okay. Piece is good, sir. We'll make piece boxes. Do you guys see the 2 planes? This doesn't play tricks with your eyes. What are we doing? We're taking dry erase markers and arranging lines on a flat surface on this dry erase board, and trying to convince the viewer they're seeing space. So it's easy to look at this and go, I don't see it. So if you don't see it, tell me. You're here to learn, so don't be afraid to ask. You guys cool? Okay. So I've got 2 planes, and right now, guys, for this lecture, I'm making my horizontals blue, my verticals red, and my lines going to the vanishing point, orthogonal lines, I'll write that down, orthogonal lines are green. Orthogonal lines are the lines going back to the vanishing point. It's still based on right angles. But as things are moving further back in space, they're getting smaller, they're receding. So those we refer to as our orthogonal lines. Okay. I'm going to continue with my box. I've got some corners here to play with still. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to erase a little bit of a construction line here, is I'm going to make a horizontal from that back red dot. And where does it end? It ends, you want it to end above this dot, this corner, okay? So, we make a vertical down. We have 3 planes. You know, this kind of perspective is cruel. It's either right or it's wrong. And if you can't, and what I emphasize is again, if you can't draw these transparent boxes, there's not a lot you can do. If you can draw transparent boxes, there's a million things you can do. It's as cut and dry as that. Okay, so now, I think I'll make another orthogonal, one of those green lines. Lines go to VP. And I think I'm going to have it go to the vanishing point from there. You guys see that? So I got to line it up exactly, guys. I can't be ballpark with this. Neighborhood.